Alright guys, we're going to go over the scientific method. So we know that we have our observation, our hypothesis. From our hypothesis we can design an experiment, go through our procedures, collect our data, analyze our data, and then report our data. But there are some things along the way that we still struggle with. So we're going to do a little bit of an experiment, a quick experiment to talk about some of the key terms that we need to know. So we're going to use Alka-Seltzer. Well, in this case it's the Walmart brand, Effervescents. I can't say the word. Alka-Seltzer is what I'll use. So they come in packages of 2, which I've already taken it out of. So we've got 2 packages, or excuse me, 1 package, 2 tablets. So we're going to talk about hypothesis. We know a hypothesis is a testable, educated guess. So in this case, I would like to test our hypothesis as being if we break this into thirds, it will dissolve faster than the whole tablet. So next word we need to know is independent variable. What are we testing? Well, like I said, the one that's broken into thirds will dissolve faster than the whole one. So we're testing the dissolve rate, how fast it dissolves. Next word we need to know is dependent variable. What or how are we measuring this? In most cases, this is going to be your time, your length, your distance. So something you are measuring. So we're going to test dissolve rate, how fast it dissolves. So we're going to use a timer to basically measure time. So our time is our dependent variable. The next thing we need to know, and this is kind of one we struggle with, are constants. These are the same throughout the experiment. In this case, our constants are, we have the same type of beaker, the same size beaker. We have the same amount of water. We have 120 milliliters of water. The same temperature of water, just came right out of the cold tap. We are using the same brand of tablets since they came out of the same package. There's 2 in a tablet. And we're using the same stopwatch. The next thing we want to talk about is the control. This is the part of the experiment that you keep the same. I like to call it the norm, so you can use this to compare your data to. Usually it's going to be water. So in this case though, the norm is the whole tablet, because when you get your package, you take them out and the directions will say put them in, water, and they'll dissolve. And you normally get a whole one. And so that would be our control, is the whole tablet. The next 2 words we have quantitative data and qualitative data. 2 big words. So let's start with qualitative data. Think quality. I want a description of what happens. So give me your observation. Give it to me in words. So we'll talk a little bit more about that afterwards. And then qualitative data is numbers. How fast, how far, how long. What's the temperature? So anything with numbers is quantitative. Anything with a description is qualitative. Okay? Let me reset my stopwatch. Most of you probably have no clue how to use one of these, but you can use your phone, the timer on your phone or your watch, whichever one you have. The hard part, since there's not 2 of me, I don't have a partner, is putting this in the water at the same time. You could do it separately. Start one, time it, write your data down, and do the other one, time it, write your data down. But since that would take too long, we're going to just see if I can do this at the same time. Try to grab my pieces again. Alright, ready? Okay, I got it. So it's going to dissolve. As it's dissolving, which you make sure you're observing, you're writing down your data. The lights have just went out. So we have our whole tablet, or half a tablet. We're at 15 seconds right now, so hopefully this won't take too long. Sorry, the lights went out. They tend to go out if you don't have movement. We're at 30 seconds. Okay, I can still see a whole tablet. This one is almost done. 35 seconds. And so we got 35 seconds for the pieces. We're still going on the whole one. Looks like we're almost done. 45 seconds. So there's a 10-second difference there. Okay, so now let's go back through our key terms. Quantitative data. We have 35-second dissolve rate, 45-second dissolve rate. Qualitative data. This one dissolved at a much faster rate. You can see the little pieces floating around. This one dissolved at a slower rate. The tablet stayed whole. They kind of jumped up and down as well in the water. Again, our control, the part of the experiment that we kept the same, the norm, our whole tablet is how you would normally see the tablets. And again, this is a medication, so don't drink the water. I'm just using this for experimental purposes. Constants, what we the same throughout the experiment. Our beakers were the same amount of water, 120 milliliters in each one, and the same room temperature, same tablets, same timer. Dependent variable, what or how we are measuring that. We used a stopwatch, so we measured in time. Independent variable is what we were testing. We were testing the dissolve rate, how fast they dissolved. So our dissolve rate would be our independent variable. And we said our hypothesis was a testable educated guess. And my hypothesis was that the tablet that was broken into 3 pieces would dissolve faster than the whole tablet. So hopefully that kind of clears things up. If you still need help, please ask questions, because those are some things you really need to make sure you know throughout biology, chemistry, and physics, and so on. All right, thank you very much.